What's going on, good people? It is your boy Look Around with LMD Trading, where I am living my dream trading. Coming at you again today with a Green Day review in the market. Um, Had a pretty good day in the market, so we are going to go ahead and review those trades as usual. Um, so let us go ahead and um, we'll get TraderView pulled up, and then we'll go ahead and get Thinkorswim pulled up. So give me one sec. And it don't want to show, so there we go. And let's go here to TraderView, and let's go to the dashboard. I'm gonna go ahead and kill my cam, if y'all don't mind. There we go. All right, so let's see what we did today, January 11th, 2022. Can't believe we are 11 days already into January. This year is moving. But looked like we took 6 trades, had a total volume of 16, so that would have been 8 calls or puts bought and 8 sold. Had a P&L close on the day for 331, so definitely a good day. Hit our target and some. Like I said, we took 6 trades. First one looked like it was a red trade off the start. Had 2 of them that hit target. One which was pretty much looked like a flat trade. Another one that hit target. And the last trade of the day, after these pretty much hit target, this one I kind of moved the target up a little bit and pretty much wanted to let that trade work and see what it would do. So we'll go ahead and review all of those trades and see what we did good, see what we did that we can improve upon, and see what we need to scratch. So let's go ahead and get Thinkorswim pulled up, and we'll get started with the first one, which was NVDA. And we took that trade at 937. So let me go ahead and kind of blow these candles up a little bit, and I'll get back over here. 937, and this here was a call play. So we got in on that candle right there. Let us see. I'm going to kind of stretch this out a little bit and bring it back. And we see that we were getting in right here on the break of the VWAP. Again, and also looked like we were getting in just over this area of support, which at the time would have been resistance. So we broke that area of resistance. Again, a little early. Definitely can say a little early, because as we can see, it did pull back and then ended up made that move and kept going. So that one was getting in a little early, and that's why we ended up stopping out on it. Came back, stopped us out in the next candle. So pretty much pulled back, stopped us out. Bad trade. Took our stop loss and kept it moving. So we'll go ahead and take a look at the next trade. Next trade was the SPY, and this one here was a put play, and we got in the SPY at 938.47, so just shy of 939. So we would have been getting in on that candle right there. We come over here and look at the 2-minute chart. We see where we were getting in at. It was pretty much breaking this area right here, breaking down. So we got in with our usual 2 contracts, and we were out of that trade at 9:41. So we would have been getting out on that candle right there, just as it was coming down and testing this area of what was going to be resistance. Again, left a minimum amount of money on the table right there, but we hit our target and kept pushing. So that second trade, being a green trade, got us green on the day. And we went on to our next trade, which was TCM. And let's see, TCM. TCM was a call, and we got in TCM at 9:46. So let's see, 9:46 would have been this candle right here, and we got in about midway. We'll go ahead and drop that one on the chart. So looking at the 2-minute, and actually let's go up here and look at the 1-minute on this one. I'm sorry, let's look at the 5-minute on this one. So on the 5-minute, the market opened, red candle, broke back down to 50-day moving average, came right back with a nice green engulfing candle, just breaking this area of resistance. Next candle we got was a bottoming tail, nice little resting candle there. So we were playing this to break the high of these 2 candles here for 3-bar play. So we got in right there. This trade we got out at 9:54. So we would have been getting out on this candle right here. And we got out pretty much right at the top of the move, hitting our target. So we will look at our next one, which was right back to TCM. Let's go ahead and get Thinkorswim pull back up, and let's analyze this trade here. This one we got in at 9:58. So we would have been getting in on that candle right there. And let's take a look, see what we were seeing. On the 2-minute, don't really see any reason. This one, again, you're always after a real good move. You want to get in on a pullback. So if you took this move here, the pullback should have been to about right there. And if you look, that's right where this thing kind of, once it did pull back, once it just pretty much hung out right there. And usually where I'm looking at for my pullbacks to be is pretty much half of the extended move, or half of the move. So if I look at this as being one move, I want the pullback to be about half. And like I said, you look, it pretty much came right back to it once it kind of just meandered along, as I like to say. That trade we got out of at 10:08, which would have been this red candle right here, and pretty much got out of the trade once we saw at this little small top and tail here. You look at the 5-minute, it was throwing off a top and tail there as well. So kind of saw that trade was about to kind of roll over, and ended up getting out of it. If we go and look at it, let's see what was here, 128. If this trade had played out, we wouldn't have stopped out, and it probably would have hit about maybe 1R. I'm looking at it because we had 1 contract. Again, this number here, I think this one might be a little high, but if so, we probably could have gotten 1R or 2R. But I'm thinking that this delta had kind of moved up on the morning from where the stock actually stopped at, or started at. I'm sorry. So Nonetheless, we got out of that one almost at flat. Took a $5 hit on it, which is not bad. Small loss. Keep the losses small and the wins big, and that will grow an account. But we'll go ahead, pull up the next trade of the morning, which was NVDA. So we'll pull NVDA's chart back up, take a look at it. And this one here was a call. And we got in this trade at 10:01. So again, we will drop an arrow on the 10:01 candle, which is right there. Come on, give it to me. Right there. All right, so again, this one here, first trade that we took was here. It rolled over. We didn't get confirmation, so that we said was a bad trade. Rolled over, came back down, retested this low, and it set the new low, which ended up being the low of the day. Came up, gave us another little bottoming tail. It came up and broke VWAP and that area of resistance, kind of consolidated along, and we got in that trade right as it was breaking that area of consolidation. First area of resistance that we would have hit was going to be right there. It kind of broke it and then came back. Let's see where we got out of that trade. We got out at 10:08. So we would have been getting out on that candle right there. And that's where we were out of the trade at. So pretty much got out right at that area. First area of resistance. So we got out right there. Stock kind of moved, pulled back. Ended up retesting this area. Came up, retested again, and ripped. Made a $10 move. So if we look at NVDA, $10 on a 25-cent delta is about 250 bucks. But let's see what we paid on that contract. So on NVDA, we paid $251, so we paid $251 for that contract, and we sold the contract for $300, and that gave us our $49 P&L. So another trade that hit target. May have been able to squeeze a few more dollars out of that one, and as you can see, it did kind of roll back over before it went on. So good chance that we might have gotten stopped out trying to stay in this one and see what it was going to do. So that was our second to last trade, and we will pull up our last trade. All right, so let's go ahead and review our last trade of the day, which was the SPY. We ended up catching this one a little late in the morning session. Actually wish I would have caught it a little sooner, but got in at 11:40. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull up the charts again, and we'll take a look at it. So this one here, we got in at 11:40. Let's see where that would have been on the chart. Okay, so we would have been getting in right here on this candle. So we'll look at it on the 2-minute, look at it on the 5-minute, and we see here, kind of would have wanted to get in right here because I ended up putting my stop down here. Because lately, if I get in late and I put the stop where it is getting in late, I'll get stopped out because it's not actually going to where my stop actually should have been at. So we got in here, and the reason we did that was because stock opened here. We did play this put, came down and it set this low, came up and it set another, not another low, but it tested this low and didn't break it, and then made this move up. So made this move, tested this area of resistance, broke it. It came up and it consolidated and made this little flag right here. And we ended up getting in right here. This one, like I said, had the stop set down a little lower. So if we would have stopped out, we would have took a little larger than 1R loss on this one. And then we set our target on this one, not at 2R, but a little more than 2R, and kind of just managed the trade. And we ended up getting out of this trade at 15.25. So at 3.25, we were out of the trade. So we got out. Actually, no, I'm sorry. Let me remove that candle because that's at 125. So I'm gonna remove that one and we'll go over here to 13.20 or 15.25. Bam. All right. So like I said, we got in here a little higher than we would have wanted to. We set our stop here. So like I said, had this trade stopped out, we would have stopped out for a little bit more than 1R because we did get in late. And then we just managed it. And as you see, it never did go back down and retest that area. Came up, retested the 50-day. It broke the 50-day. And then when we saw this kind of had this top and tail here, it dropped a couple of red candles. Let me remove that arrow for a minute just so we can kind of see that area. Kind of drop red candle, a topping tail, a topping tail. So when I started seeing that, I just said, let me go on and get out of the trade. We had already made a nice gain on it. But we do see that it did pull back, and right as the market closed, made a nice move. But like I said, we made what we wanted to make off of it and some. For that particular one, we see that we got in that contract at $645, so $645 what we paid for it. We bought 2 of them, sold them for $776 a piece, making 101 per contract. So that closed P&L of 202, which made for a good day. Ended up finishing 331. So out of a small account, definitely not something to sneeze at. And like I said, the beauty about trading options is that the money that I'll use today, I'll have that money to trade again with tomorrow. Whereas if I was buying stocks out of this same cash account, I would have to wait 2 days for that money to settle. So that is the play. I hope y'all enjoyed this review, and I definitely would appreciate a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. Like I say, I'm new YouTuber. I am a new YouTuber trying to just find my way in this thing called the stock market. I do trade out of a couple of other accounts, but I kind of just want to chronicle this account as a small account. Trade out of a margin account buying stocks, but definitely want to focus on a small account. So this account has a little over 5,000 in it now, just because of the green trades that we have been having in it, and we're just trying to grow it. So appreciate y'all checking me out, coming along for the ride, and hope to see you on the next one. Like I said, please like, share, subscribe. If you don't like it, by all means, go ahead and leave that thumbs down. But if you do leave a thumbs down, leave a comment and let me know what you thought I needed to improve on. But again, we'll catch you on the next one. I am Look Around with LMD Trading, and I will see you. Peace.